tuned in to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
Hey, what's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Okay, my guy Maynard's in the building.
Did you miss me?
Yes.
I'm back, baby.
Where have you been?
Got your bling on
Twin,
today.
where have you been? This is not a necklace. This is part of my sweater.
I understand, but it's like blingy.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Shiny.
You hear it. I love when we have sweaters that look like you have a necklace on.
Yeah.
Do you ever use jewelry cleaner and it stains your shirt?
Nah.
You know, like when you clean the razzle dazzle or whatever.
But you gotta dry it off.
Oh, okay. Is that why?
Yeah, you can't put it on wet because it's still dirt coming out. You gotta like put it on a towel.
Do people have to clean jewelry that's not real?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering.
I don't know. That's what.
You know, I was saying the other day when I was doing that panel for the hip hop jewelry. Women have it a lot easier because we can wear costume jewelry. It's no big deal. Like we could wear stuff that's very clearly fake.
But if you clean the fake jewelry, it might turn it, right? It might go off like the wrong color.
All right. Well, listen.
Greene.
Let's get this show started with some love and with some positivity. 800-292-5150. Call us up and let us know who you want to shine a light on. Maybe it's somebody's birthday and you want to shine a light on them. Or maybe you want to do what Jeremiah wants to do. Here's Birthday Sex. It's Way Up.
I'm into that.
I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah.
I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
don't forget, we are exactly 1 week away from the deadline for elections. So you can vote early.
You can vote, and if you're off parole, you can vote. A lot of people don't know if you did your bid, you came home, you did your time, you off parole, you can vote. In a lot of states, you can vote on that day. You can register and vote the same day.
And you can also go online and look up what you're voting for, who's running for office. So I like to do that ahead of time to make sure I know what's on the ballot.
Right.
So when I go there, I'm just zoop, zoop, zoop. I know who I'm voting for, go right through it. So I'm not guessing. And we also want to talk about Prop 6. And that would compel state prisons to prioritize rehab programming rather than busy work that does not necessarily help somebody, basically involuntary servitude.
Right, but giving them something that they can actually use when they get out, right? Rehabilitative things, schooling, or part-time jobs, learning a trade, all of those things. They got that in New York State, but I think this is in California, right?
Yeah, in California, it's on the ballot to ban forced labor in prisons. So people need to know that it's on there. Nobody's actually opposing it, but I feel like it's not getting the attention that people need, and they're saying it could fail on the ballot if people don't go ahead and know that it's there and to make sure they vote in support of Proposition 6.
Yeah, definitely. All
right, so we want to make sure you guys know about it, banning forced labor in prisons. All right, now, who do you guys want to spread some love and positivity to and shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Mello, what's good?
Yeezy, long time no see. How you been?
I know you got new music. Now you want to call us?
Oh, no.
But okay, we'll get to that in a second. Who do you want to shine a light on?
I got to shine a light on my bro. He go by the name Lewis. His birthday, his big Mamba year, 24th. You want to show some love? And I'm going to shine a light on the song, too, because it's a love song, and I'm showing love to everybody.
What's the name of the song?
It's called Don't Call This Love. I'm not going to lie. This one, it makes you feel warm. It's perfect for the weather right now. Yeah, I need a little warmth from y'all. All
right, and where can people find it?
It's coming out on Friday. It's going to be on all streaming platforms.
All right, I'll make sure we feature you on Friday, okay, in new music.
I appreciate you. I sent you the unreleased, so check it out. You know what I mean? You can have it, but everybody else got to wait.
All right, thank you, Mello.
Anytime, Yeezy. Thank you.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And now we're going to have to switch gears and talk about Diddy and more news about him. We'll talk about the allegations that he has records of everything that happened at his parties, including the celebrities. But we'll also talk about this 10-year-old. All right, it's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to him.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
I'm here, baby.
And let's get into some Yee tea. Now, according to reports, Diddy has had zero support. We can see from a lot of people in the music industry, people who even used to date him, like J-Lo, Cameron Diaz. But they're saying that these people are not necessarily trashing him because people are nervous that they could be involved in some of this too. According to reports, he kept meticulous records of what went down at his parties and that he has enough dirt to hang half of Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah, so you can imagine.
That's what they say, huh?
Yeah, that's what a source is saying.
Okay.
They're also talking about the list of alleged requirements for the women who attended his freak-offs. Now, one party planner said that she kept a scale in her car so that no woman could weigh more than 140 pounds. That's according to a party planner. That's what she told the Post. She said we would do a weigh-in if necessary. She said the girls had to be young and hot, so I always had a scale nearby in case I needed to make sure the number
so they was getting weighed.
140 pounds. But if a girl was really tall, there was a little bit of discretion involved.
What if she was 141?
If she was tall, then I guess it's okay. She also said there was no flab, no cellulite, not overly pierced or tattooed, no short hair, and the girls had to be young and hot. Even the dress code was strict: no pants, no jeans, no flat shoes. Every girl had to wear a party dress, preferably very short, just enough to cover her butt cheeks, but no longer than mid-thigh, cleavage showing, and every single one of them had to be wearing stilettos.
Who said this?
This is according to an organizer, a party planner that worked with Diddy in 2004.
So this is not for a party, this is for a freak-off.
Yeah, these were she said she never stayed around for the freak-offs, and she said, I had no idea that these girls were expected to have sex with people. Now, the Post says they viewed more than 2 dozen videos of raucous sex parties, which appear to be footage of Diddy's freak-offs that were tied to some of these mainstream events. So it would be like the main party, and then afterward, certain people would be invited to stay for the freak-off. Now, other allegations are now surfacing. So he's being accused of sexually assaulting a Making the Band 17-year-old contestant and also a 10-year-old boy. There's new lawsuits that have surfaced according
Every day
to
is a new one.
In Touch Weekly. Yeah. According to these reports, one 10-year-old said that he auditioned for Diddy at a hotel in New York City. He was only 10 years old, like I said, in 2005. And according to reports, he was given a soda by Diddy that he alleges was laced with drugs and then forced to perform oral sex after he resisted. They said he lost consciousness, later woke up in tears with his pants undone and pain in his anus and buttocks, according to this lawsuit. Then there's also a 17-year-old who said he was auditioning for Making the Band, and on the second day of auditions was told that he needed to undress to demonstrate the ability to embody a sex idol persona. And then that escalated into Diddy forcing him to perform oral sex and sodomizing him. And then he says the following day, Diddy and his bodyguard sexually assaulted him, and he was then eliminated from the competition because he was untrustworthy due to his reservations about performing oral sex on his bodyguard. So these are new allegations. Yes, it's a lot, guys.
Yeah, every day is some new,
it's a lot.
Ridiculous story.
All right,
listening.
Well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night, where we discuss what we did last night. I know we all did legal things.
I did.
Last night, yes. All right. I was actually filming lip service, but we'll talk about that. It's way up. And right now, let's get into Wild Thoughts. That's all we should be having. Wild Thoughts only. All right. It's way up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
Last night.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
I'm always here, baby.
So anyway, about last night. What did you do last night?
I was stuck home getting some wallpaper done.
That's good. Oh, you got wallpaper?
Some wallpaper done on my
Did you get it done
floor.
on TaskRabbit, or did you?
No, shout out to my guy Chad. You know,
Okay.
Paper by Chad. He's probably the best in the game. Not even probably. I didn't know it was such an art though.
Oh my gosh,
like
it
paint.
is. I had to get wallpaper done in my bathroom.
Yeah.
And so previously I've had wallpaper, and if somebody doesn't do it right, match it up properly,
Right,
it looks a mess.
Yeah, like it's meticulous.
Oh,
Surgical.
that's nice. I might want to do some more wallpaper.
Yeah.
Wallpaper does definitely change like a whole
Vibe.
look of a space.
I
can't
didn't
wait to see
realize
that
that's the
wallpaper.
first time I ever did it. But it's a vibe. I like it.
Okay. Well, last night I was filming Lip Service. We had 2 episodes. Shout out to Elaine, whose episode will be out today. She's an artist from she's from South Africa. And definitely amazing. She's an R&B artist, but she also does amapiano. That's South African type of style of
Right.
music. And she was talking about growing up there, and then moving to California during the pandemic. It was a difficult time, but falling out with friends that she's had since she was young.
Right.
And there's people that she literally like grew up with, and all of a sudden they don't talk anymore. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, we all have those friendships that somehow like things went left.
Yeah.
And you're no longer friends. Somebody that maybe you even were with all the time, had all experiences with, talked to every single day, and now what happened?
I put up a post the other day and it said, one day you realize that everybody can't go. And that's a testament to that.
Yeah.
You know, it's just what it is.
And even everybody goes through that at a certain point. It's nice if it's not beef, but sometimes, because she said she doesn't.
It's not always about beef.
She doesn't even know why.
Yeah, it's not. It's a lot of times it's communication, especially when you start to do things. And I seen Jay-Z say like, "I didn't change, you changed because you look at me different."
Right. And that's what she was saying too. She was saying she felt like once she got like quote unquote famous or people looked at her, then all of a sudden her friends just
expectation is different.
She said they didn't even hit her like on her birthday.
Right. You get
but they'll do a
different.
post.
Right.
But won't call you or send you a message.
Yeah, you can handle differently.
So I was thinking about that, and I want to talk to you guys about your friendship breakups. Sometimes those are harder than romantic relationship breakups. Friendship breakups could be like, damn, that person was, I thought, somebody I was gonna grow old and be the Golden Girls with.
Yeah.
And we've had like
you have friends that you don't speak to anymore?
I definitely have friends I don't speak to anymore. You know what I had to learn too, because I used to be a very forgiving person, and I had to learn that when it seems like people are when they talk about you behind your back or say things about you, I don't know that I could ever trust you again, because that's always going to come up. And I've like dealt with people where I've confronted them about it and said, look, I know you did X, Y, and Z. And then if you continue to do that, I just know that's it.
Right.
I might give you one chance. And now I don't even know about one chance.
No, but if you kicking my back in,
yeah, and I'm not around as
Right.
a friend, if I'm not there, you should always be defending me when
Absolutely.
other people are talking crazy about
it's
me.
never the same when you
Even
find
if
out.
even if we have issues, we talk about it, but the world doesn't have to know.
Right.
All right. Well, 800-292-5150. We want to talk to you guys about maybe some painful friendship breakups that you've had. What happened that you don't talk to somebody that was your ride or die? All right. 800-292-5150. Call us up.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes even worse than a romantic relationship is a friendship breakup. And we're talking about a lip service episode we recorded yesterday with Elaine. She's an artist from South Africa. And she was discussing her friendship breakups. And then it got me to thinking about people that I used to be friends with who I'm no longer friends with. Now, I will say, people who I grew up with, there's people who I'm friends with that I've known since I was in like kindergarten.
Absolutely.
Who I'm still friends with today. And that doesn't mean we got to talk all the time. We never had a breakup. It's just that sometimes people go about their lives, they do things, and when we reconnect, it's amazing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, some things are different. Like some people you fall out with.
But then there's
Period.
the people you fall out with, period.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'd rather just not have that
Remember you
person
did
in my
those
life.
things to me, and I forgave you.
What'd I do to you?
You did a lot.
What'd I do?
You had me viral for a couple things. Like,
Well, it was things that you actually said.
well,
so
let's not even bring them up.
So you want to go viral again and talk
not-
about no?
bring 'em
Okay. Well, we want to ask you guys: have you ever had to break up with a friend? Lisa, what's your story?
Absolutely. Me and this young lady was friends for years, and I always helped out because I was financially able to, you know, as a friend. If I got it, we got it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to always make sure that her kids were good like mine. She had the opportunity to do a small gesture like, I got you one time, and she didn't. And I looked at her like it was something that small, but it shows me that you don't think about me as I do you. And she even denied my kids with it at that point too. And I looked like that was just, it wasn't something big. It was to the movie theaters, but you just chose to call me.
Right.
You didn't invite me and my kids. You had the opportunity and the financial opportunity to do it, and you declined. I still turned around and went to the movie theater that day with my kids.
Right.
And lo and behold, who do you think I seen there?
Ooh, she was there.
With some other people and kids.
Wow.
She don't
So
want to
that
be your
really
friend.
broke me. Because,
Yeah.
I mean,
She
I
don't
don't
want-
know about y'all, but I take friendship very,
Yeah,
very
she
serious.
don't
Especially
wanna be
somebody
your
that
friend.
you hear No, she wasn't, but it's okay because, like I said, I know that my blessings come from how I am, not for what I do.
Right.
I'm a good, loving person, and I'm always going to be genuine.
Well, you know what? Getting into that friendship is going to save you some money. Well, thank you for calling. I'm glad that at least you found out early enough.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. God bless everybody. Have a beautiful day.
You too. Hey, Noelle.
Hey.
You want to tell us about a bad friendship breakup you had?
I had a friend stop talking to me over the color of a dog.
What?
I would have did the same thing.
Please explain
get
this.
that color right.
Long story short, she had a dog. I was interested in getting a dog for my family. I showed her the picture of the dog, and she was like, oh, that looks similar to my dog. And I said, well, yeah, this is something that I'm looking at. I'm not getting this particular dog. And then she doubled down and was like, oh, well, you don't think that dog looks like my dog?
So what?
And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not getting this particular dog. I'm just showing you. So she was like, I don't know. I just think it would be strange if we even had the same type of dog, even if it was the color. And I said, so what are you implying? Like, I'm trying to be like you? And then she hit me with that comment was my Seale. What are you talking about? Like, I didn't think you would take it there. And I'm just like...
All this over a dog color? It's so weird, the stuff that people really fall out over.
She just didn't want to be your friend. That's all.
That's what I took it as.
I wonder what her real issue was with you, because that sounds crazy.
She probably wants your man.
Oh, God.
That's probably what she wants.
Out of here, Mano.
How you know I got a man to feel?
Exactly.
You sound like you're not single.
Ah, shoot. All right.
I'm cute. It's all right.
Okay. It's something else is happening here.
Hey.
Okay.
Let's see about it then.
Anyway, thank you for calling. You could DM him if you feel like it.
Oh boy. No, I do got a man though.
She needs a new friend.
Oh God. All right, y'all.
Mano likes dogs. You got the same color as him. All right, well, you guys, you can still call us up if you couldn't get through talking about your friendship breakup stories, and we can play it during Last Word. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie, and we'll talk about Kanye and his relationship with Adidas, and also a lawsuit against him from somebody who used to work at his academy. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yeetie. Come and get the tea.
Hey, get the tea. It's way up with Yee. I'm with my guy, Mano.
Yeah.
Germano.
That's right.
Let's get into this Yeetie. So Adidas has reached an out-of-court settlement with Ye to end all legal proceedings between them. No money changed hands in that agreement, by the way. They had multiple lawsuits over the past 2 years. They ended their partnership with Kanye over anti-Semitic comments that he made. They said there's no more open issues. There's no money going either way. There were many tensions on both sides on different issues. But, they've managed to resolve whatever, and they are not giving further details of what that deal is going to be.
So it's over.
Yeah, they've put this behind them. In the meantime, Kanye West just bought a new mansion in Beverly Hills. He sold his estate in Malibu. You saw that estate that was ruined, that people was doing graffiti, doing all kind of stuff.
I thought he was living in Tokyo.
Well, that don't mean he ain't gonna have a place in Beverly Hills. He does have his kids, in LA. He spent $35 million in Beverly Park North. It's a gated community, and the house is 20,000 square feet, 11 bedrooms, 18 bathrooms, 7 acres of land.
Now we talking.
All right. Now, speaking of which, another Kanye investment, Donda Academy. It was launched in 2022, and it was supposed to be a place to provide a space for the leaders, the innovators of tomorrow. Well, one of the former staff members is suing Kanye West for wrongful termination. Cecilia Haley says she was fired for pushing back against his curriculum. And what was that curriculum that she had an issue with? Well, she told the U.S. Sun that he allegedly wanted the students to march and take rifle shooting classes.
Nothing wrong with teaching kids how to shoot.
She said, I'm thinking that is not going to happen if I'm here. That's not acceptable. It's not necessary. And what does that have to do with education? She also felt like Kanye was delusional and likened his practices to Hitler.
What?
Kanye West has openly, expressed admiration in the past for Hitler. She said, teaching these kids to march, to be honest with you, I kind of got Hitler vibes around that, or real bizarre things. And she also says that Donda Academy teachers were not allowed to step in and prevent bullying, and that students regularly got physical, and she thought that was a bigger issue given the wide range of ages. You might have a fourth grader hitting a kindergartner or a first grader, and she said we had kids hiding under the tables because they were afraid, and it was just mayhem, according to her allegations.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was interesting to me that people definitely put their kids in that school that I don't even think it was accredited at the time. All right, Netflix is coming out with a documentary on the Jerry Springer Show. Why did your eyes get so wide when we said that?
Jerry Springer is where we at right now.
It's called Jerry Springer Fights Camera Action.
That was
Cute
a prelude to what we live in right now.
Yeah, that show, by the way, was on for 27 seasons.
Crazy.
Rest in peace to Jerry Springer. A lot of controversial topics. There are a lot of things that they did on that show that you couldn't do
Crazy.
now. Remember, they'd be like, is that a man or a woman? I was like, that's wild.
Yeah, they had.
And the people be like, that's a man, that's a man.
He pushed the limit, the talk shows, to a whole nother level.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
When is that coming out? I'm interested in that.
Well, it's a 2-part series on Netflix that will be premiering on January 7th.
Oh, that's like a whole year from now.
It's not a whole year. It's a couple of months from now. Don't forget, I think this weekend is daylight savings time as well. All right, and Tyler, the Creator, on his new album that came out, he is, it's called Chromacopia. It didn't come out on a Friday, which is the usual date for albums. And on the song Hey Jane, he talks about learning that he accidentally got a woman pregnant.
Always wear a condom. Don't trust it. Hey Jane, we got the news and I ain't know what to do. I didn't panic, I was comforting you. Still in shock, but damn, delayed response. Is this really true? If it was bound to happen to me, I'm lucky it's you.
All right, he talks about can I say pulling
out.
Yeah, I guess so.
That.
As long as you don't say going in, I guess. All right. Well, anyway. And he talks about the scare that he had and how reckless he was and being terrified and petrified and not wanting to give his freedom up. All right. Well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them anyway. It's Way Up.
In the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Stories is flying under the radar.
Yeah, but you need
So
to know
flying
about them.
low.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
All right, now these ballot drop box fires are under investigation in Oregon and Washington. There were hundreds of ballots that were destroyed, and federal authorities are investigating these fires at 2 different ballot boxes. They said some of the ballots were saved because of the fire suppressant inside the box, but they don't know what the motive behind these acts are. It sounds like a series of 3 at this point, they said, but we do know that acts like this are targeted and intentional. The FBI is running a separate but parallel investigation, and they're going to have increased security, 24-hour enhanced security around ballot drop-off locations. Is this wild? And what happens?
I'm not surprised, though.
Now with those ballots.
I was looking at this morning. Right, so now what happens? All those votes are gone?
Yeah, they said some of them were damaged. Some might be able to be duplicated and then processed. Some were severely damaged. Some were completely destroyed. So election officials are still counting all the ballots involved in the fire, but they believe that hundreds were destroyed. So I don't know now what type of impact that is going to end up making on the election. All right. Now, according to a study, teens want movies and shows to stay in the friend zone. They want less sex in movies and TV shows, according to this study. They said that young people are tired of seeing the same dated and unrelatable romantic tropes on screen. Teens and young adults want to see stories that more authentically reflect a full spectrum of nuanced relationships. So that's what they're asking for right now for anybody who's putting out content. All right, what is McDonald's about to do? There was an outbreak of E. coli that left dozens of people sick. Someone even died from this. But McDonald's is now trying to win back consumer confidence with $5 value meals, and Big Macs with chicken is what they're saying is going to help win back their customers. On Wednesday, the day after the E. coli outbreak was announced, customer visits to McDonald's dropped 6.4% across the country, 24% in Colorado, where it was most prevalent, that outbreak. And so more customers stayed away from McDonald's in the following days. And by Friday, visits declined 10% around the country and 33% in Colorado. Now, while McDonald's has not commented on some of this data, they did announce that they think the worst is behind it, and their strategies, they're going to rely on a $5 value meal promotion and food innovation like the new Chicken Big Mac.
Are you going to try that?
First of all, I did not know there was a Chicken Big Mac.
Chicken Big Mac is crazy.
Because I don't eat red meat. I haven't had red meat in, 31 years.
Well, that's chicken. That's
So I could do it. I mean, it actually does not sound bad. But food safety concerns do impact restaurants for an extended period. So we shall see what happens with that. All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. You know, we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, I'm here with my guy Mano all day.
right.
It is exactly 1 week from the deadline for elections. So we're going to make sure that we keep you guys updated on everything that's going on. It's Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
New Mano.
We were going down a hip hop memory lane trip.
Right. We was talking about Cool G Rap, who don't get his flowers.
His
or
proper
flowers
credit.
he deserved. Everybody was so he influenced everybody, man.
He's like, we got to get Cool G Rap up here.
man, because like everybody was influenced by Cool G Rap.
All right, well, let's get into some Yee Tea, and we have some breaking news that you're going to love. It turns out that the Wayans brothers are reuniting for a new Scary Movie with Miramax and Paramount. The Scary Movie reboot that was announced at CinemaCon has finally come together. So the franchise's architects are reuniting for the first time in 18 years, a new original screenplay. And Miramax boss Jonathan Glickman said, "We are thrilled to reunite Scary Movie with the Wayans brothers, the brilliant creators behind the beloved franchise. The timing is perfect." That was first developed by Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans, and Keenan Ivory Wayans. And Keenan Ivory Wayans wrote and directed the first two. And then Marlon and Sean wrote and starred in the first two films also, by the way. So Marlon, Sean, and Keenan Ivory Wayans said, "We couldn't be more excited to be a part of the new Scary Movie and work with each other again. This is a franchise we created more than 20 years ago. Remember people laughing in the aisles and hope to see that happen again." That's nice.
I like Scary Movie.
And now you're going to love it because they're back. All right. Now let's talk about this statue of Dwayne Wade. D. Wade.
Now that looks scary.
Yes, Dwayne Wade of the Miami Heat received backlash after the unveiling of the statue happened Sunday. I saw a lot of people making jokes about this. And here is what Dwayne Wade said when he first saw it.
Like, that's crazy. I can't believe that. Who is that guy?
But people took that "who is that guy" differently than he meant it.
I understand how he meant it though, but yeah, it is a "who is that guy" too. It's both ways.
Well, the sculpture artist Amri Amrani told people. Well, he also said to WPLG Local 10 that he couldn't do better than that. Here's what he said.
"I couldn't do better than that. I don't think anybody else could do better than that. It is what it is, and we would love it forever."
He also tweeted out that Dwayne loved it too, but you can't tell people online that because it's all negativity. I've talked to plenty of fans here today, and they love it. Taking pics, time will change opinion.
Well, at least he got a big statue. They gave Iverson like the mini jump.
Big statue, not the little one.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And Dwayne Wade said the social media world is about opinions. Everyone has an opinion. Use your opinions. Please talk more about us. Talk more about the statue. Come out and see it. Take some photos. Send some memes. So he's going along with that well. Another person who talked about it was Shannon Sharp. And here's what he said.
Who keep making these statues? So that way I can make sure he don't touch Goat James. I don't know who the hell that is right there, Ocho. Man, who is that? That might be D. Wade Sr.
Okay. Well, you know, I guess, what did you think when you saw it?
I was like, jumped back. I thought it was a horror movie. I didn't know what it was.
All right. Now, speaking of which, the Menendez brothers, the renewed interest in their case, Lyle and Eric Menendez, has reportedly made the former mansion that the family lived in a tourist trap. The Beverly Hills police have been receiving 18 calls in the last month concerning loud noise and trespassing, and residents around that home told the LA Times that their once quiet neighborhood has become a magnet for people who just want to catch a glimpse of the place where they murdered their parents back in 1989. As you can imagine, something like that would happen. All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is a number. I'm here with the award-winning, advice-giving Mano. And any question you have, we are here to help you out. Again, that's 800-292-5150 for Ask Yee. Now let's hear some Kalani. It's Way Up.
Everybody, whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. So you should know. This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here with me. Not just Mano, but the award-winning, advice-giving Mano. And today for Ask Yee, we have Calvin on the line. What's up, Calvin?
Hey, how's it going, Yee?
I'm good. How you feeling?
I'm all right.
All right.
I got a little issue.
All right. Well, what's the question for me and Mano?
I have a company, and my buddy last year, he asked me if he could come work for me because he'd been out of work for a while. I didn't really want to hire him in the beginning, but he has experience in my industry, so I was like, all right. And he was doing good at first, but he's been messing up like for a while now, and so I really got to fire this guy. The problem is he's a loose cannon. Like he's crazy, and I don't know what he's going to do.
Right.
So.
Well.
So basically, you scared of him.
Yeah,
you're scared.
I don't want to say I'm scared of him. I mean, I know his family and stuff, but
you don't want
a little bit. I am kind of scared of him a little bit.
Right. You don't want him to do nothing wild that affects business.
Right? No, that's not what he said.
Yeah. And he kind of flipped out on his last boss too, which is why he got fired from the last job.
So you think he might flip out on you, like choke you or slap you on top of your head, or?
Who knows with this dude? He has a little bit of a rap sheet, so.
Oh, okay.
Well, don't let him come in the office and then fire him.
Fire him by email.
Yeah.
All right, so how do you think I should go about this?
Well, I think first of all, don't fire him while he's in the office if you're concerned about what his behavior might be. Right? Because
he might toss you around that office a little bit.
He might destroy the office too. So I think the best way is for you to have a conversation outside of the office with him, because if you don't know what he might do, if you feel like he's a bit of a loose cannon, also make sure that this is something that in case of, for whatever legal reasons, there's some type of proof of what happens when this goes down, because you also have to protect yourself and your business, right?
Yeah.
So just make sure that you have everything documented when you do that. And it's hard because business can ruin your friendship when you guys decide to do things like that together. So also understand that y'all may not be cool anymore after this.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, Angela, but I'm just saying, if he beats your ass after you fire him, is he really your friend? Would your friend really beat your ass?
I don't know with this guy. I know him a pretty long time. I've seen him beat other people's asses. It's possible. I was thinking about sending him a text and just kind of explaining everything out in the text, so he could cool down before we talk.
On the weekend. Do it on the weekend, though.
So you don't have to come in.
Saturday morning.
And make sure, if he has to come get his stuff or whatever, make sure there's security there.
Oh, true.
As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even want him to come back in the office.
Don't
if
even
there's
say
a way
the
to
word
have
fire, though.
his
You can't
stuff,
say the word
yeah,
fire.
we have to let you go. We have to lay you off.
Yeah.
So you think I should do it like in a public place?
I probably will call him.
All right. Thank you, Yee.
Thank you for calling, Calvin, and good luck.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Maybe take some kickboxing. All right, well, that was Ask Yee. And when we come back, we want to hear about your getting fired stories. I feel like most people have been fired from a job before. May have never had a job.
Music business is a job. I've been dropped off labels. How about that?
All right, that is like getting fired.
Yeah, we don't want to do business with you no more. Right,
Well, I've been fired too. We'll talk about it, but we want to hear your stories. 800-292-5150. Call us up and let us know how you got fired, what your reaction was like, whether or not you tossed your boss around the office. What happened? 800-292-5150. It's Way Up.
And I'm back. We're about to do this. One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee.
You're Way Up with Angela Yee.
Please believe that.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Right.
And we're talking about getting fired. I have two times.
Are fired.
Was it? Well, maybe three, if college counts when I worked at Macy's.
Yeah, that counts. That does count. You got fired.
Because it was a summer job.
What did you do?
Well, actually, they tried to keep me, but I'm going to tell you the story. A lot of people were stealing when we were in college at Macy's.
Oh, okay. I see where this is going.
Now, I did not get caught stealing, but
that didn't mean that you didn't steal.
I didn't get caught, so it didn't happen.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
Come on, Mano.
Okay.
Though he was a gangster.
No,
all right,
okay,
relax.
but this is just between me and you.
Okay, so anyway, so after they let the whole entire summer program go, they did ask me to come back, right? 2 days later. But by that time, I already got another job at Lord & Taylor.
But they still fired you at first.
They let you go. And then they asked me to come back.
Right, but they let you go for stealing.
Yes, I got fired. Okay. And then another time I got fired, and I had a date waiting for me. And
a date?
Yeah, we were about to go out. He came to pick me up from work, and they were like, "Can we talk to you for a minute?"
Hey,
while this guy's waiting for me.
We see you going out the door.
And the girl was so upset that she had to let me go that she was crying.
We're sending you out the door the right way.
And I was like, man. And then I went out to my date like,
don't
I just
come
got
back,
fired.
basically.
Yeah.
Don't even come back.
Well, you got dropped.
Of course.
All right, so calm down.
To the best of us.
We're going to talk about it. We want to hear your stories about getting fired. 800-292-5150. Call us up.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to know my name? Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way
I'm
up.
here. My guy Mano's here.
Way up.
All right, so we were talking about getting fired. I told you some of my story.
I told you I've been
about
dropped.
a date waiting for me, and I got fired that day while he was waiting, and I had to walk out and be
that
like, I
was
just got
crazy.
fired.
Right. And I told you I've been dropped before. I got dropped off of Universal, Motown Universal.
And what did they like? How did they drop you? Did they?
They sent a letter. They said,
was it
you know,
certified?
I don't know, but it was a good thing because I wound up getting paid more than I got signed for.
Oh wow!
Because I had something in a clause in my contract. It was pay or play. So if they didn't put the album out, that means they had to pay me what was left in my budget.
Okay.
So I walked away with more money than I started from.
But it still sucks when people are like, yeah, you know, Mano got dropped.
Yeah, I mean, the way I looked at it, like this, everything happens for a reason. It's going to be an opportunity. So after I got dropped from there, is when I went on and got another deal, and then I caught some situations.
Oh, okay.
Like high hate and all the other stuff after that.
And then you were like, ha ha.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, drop the ball when you drop the guy. Yeah. All right. Well, we want to hear your stories. 800-292-5150. What's up, Angel? You been fired?
Short North story. You know, we were together for about 4 years. Her, high school sweetheart. I needed more money. Worked with the dad, and when things don't go well in the relationship, it was bound to happen that I wasn't going to work for that company any longer. So
all right. So when you and his daughter broke up, they let you go.
Yeah. I keep it in your pants.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you cheated.
It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then.
Oh my God. Oh, you want to cheat? You don't have a job. All right. Figure out how you gonna pay your rent. All right. Well, thank you for calling.
Yeah, of course.
Jackie.
Hi, Andy.
So you got fired, girl. What happened?
So I worked at a hotel. I was the front desk.
Oh, I see where this is going.
I was third shift. 14 days in a row. No break.
Wow.
So she called me in on my first day off. I told her no. She said, please come in because she didn't know how to work the front desk. So I got there. She got mad because I didn't do the paperwork how she wanted to. It just me off. So I ended up pulling the main phone line out of the wall socket.
What?
You did the right thing.
I feel as though I did too.
That's right. Sometimes you gotta let them know. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show them.
Exactly. And I left her there.
That was
you really
a case of you really quit. You really terminated your own position.
I quit?
Basically.
I mean, doing that, you knew what was gonna happen.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I really didn't care at that point.
You made the first move.
Yeah.
You made the right move, though.
She didn't want to. Well, I appreciate that. Go, Mano.
That's right.
Mano love to validate this. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for calling, Jackie.
You're welcome. Have a great day, y'all.
You too.
You're a legend, baby.
Mano gonna make you feel right.
That's right. She did the right thing.
Khalil.
Khalil, yeah.
All right. So we want to hear your story about getting fired. Me and Mano want to hear about it.
Oh, yeah. So, like I said, I was working at Newark. And I'm in the car smoking or whatever on lunch break. My manager called me talking about come to the office. I get in the office, police in there. They're asking me about guns and bombs. Did I say I was going to bring guns and bombs to the job?
What?
Like, yeah.
Why would they ask you that out of all the people?
Honestly, because people was in there hating on me. Like, I was focused. I got a car in 45 days. Like, females was on.
Yeah, you ain't need that job anyway. That job.
You feel me?
Right.
Anybody?
That's right. That's right.
Wait, but you were smoking weed in the car.
That's right, because he didn't care.
I'm saying, though, but they hit me for that. I've been
smoking
weed.
Okay, all right. I guess they wanted you out of there.
You got fired for bombs.
Yeah.
So you didn't have nothing to do with that, just to be clear.
I ain't do it. I wouldn't have called it discriminating myself.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Well, thank you guys for sharing. I know it's painful to get fired. It's painful to get dropped. All right. Well, again, when we come back, as I always tell you guys, this is your show and you have the last word. When we come back, it's Way Up.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way Up.
I'm here with my guy, Mano.
Yeah. No,
At least I was. He's out of here.
Stop it.
Happy Tuesday, Mano.
Happy Tuesday.
Again, it is one more week until the deadline for voting. Remember, you can always vote early. So if you don't have to wait to the last minute, then don't. Just make sure you guys stay involved, pay attention to what's going on, pay attention to real information, not fake information. Do your research, okay? Do your Googles. We talked about a lot of things today. We talked about getting fired and what that experience was like for you. A lot of y'all called in. We all have horror stories about getting fired.
We do.
And then you wake up the next day feeling like a burden was lifted off your shoulders.
Right. What's meant to be will be.
All right. Well, again, this is your show, so you have the last word.
This is Keisha from Camden, New Jersey. I wanted to tell my story about me getting fired. I actually told the lady beforehand because I've seen her fire people before when they get to work. So I told her, like, if you ever decide to fire me, please don't make me come in. But this lady waited till I got to work. They pulled me in the office. Oh, look, Keisha, we're going to have to let you go. I said, didn't I tell y'all to tell me while I'm at home? Don't tell me to come in. I wasted $20 in gas. Now, where's my gas money? They thought I was joking. I started taking my jacket off. She's like, here's your money right here. I said, thank you very well, and I went about my way.
I want to shine a light on myself for getting myself out of a slump I was in 1 year ago. Hated my job, hated getting up in the morning. The only thing I loved was wine and a blunt. Now, today, I'm in a way better place, got a successful job, and I just want to shout out to me. Because without me and my daughter, my family, my mom and everybody, we wouldn't actually be able to feel good and live good right now.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.